So in the last stream, we did explore this bookstore quite a bit. There's actually some, I didn't actually notice there's a person in here. Yeah, we kind of went through all the books, and now we bluffed our way into being a paranormal investigator. Shouts out to, I guess, Ben Jordan. So we're gonna investigate the back of this building, which apparently is cursed. So, yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. Is this the daughter?
I'm sorry, sir. I can't talk right now. I'm very busy with my homework. I have so much homework now.
Oh.
You just can't win.
Oh, right. So in the last stream, we basically kind of told off her mom, being like, how come you're just leaving this poor girl outside in the freezing cold and telling people to come inside to buy books? Like, and so now, of course, we've taken care of that, but she's complaining about homework. So, of course, they can't win, right?
Out of the rain and into the gutter.
What are you doing now? What are you missing here? Why does this feel familiar? Yeah, let's try it. Go for the roll.
You have absolutely no idea. Familiar? How? You must have forgotten something you heard again.
Oh, shucks. Okay. Skill points into suggestion. I don't think we have any skill points available. Do we? Not that we need to take this one or anything, but I'm just kind of curious. Yeah, okay. We're fresh out, which is fine. All right, what are you doing now?
Math. It's really difficult. Like,
I hear ya.
really. They say you need it to get rich. Better than standing outside in the cold, I guess.
There we go.
Oh, I found something while you were away.
Oh?
I thought this would fit you. Like, thanks for helping out. Not me. The city, I mean. Like a detective does.
She gives you a hat, almost exactly like the one Dick Mullen wears on the covers. Wait, where'd you get this?
Just what Dick Mullen would ask. I got it from behind the curtains. I'm not really supposed to go there.
Oh, the cursed curtains. Okay. The fedora?
Maybe. It's the hat Dick Mullen wears all the time. He'll look way more serious with that.
Okay. Right now we have this pretty grungy looking, what I think is orange hat.
Right, I have to get back to my homework now, before Mum notices. Man, this is hard.
She looks back at the infernal scribblings under her nose. I feel you. I'm not big I'm not, it's not that I'm big into math. I'm just bad at math. That's something that does not click with me. There are many people here, though, in chat, I think, that are math whizzes. So shouts out to you folks. Anything you have to say?
You're alive and well. Don't keep me waiting now. What's in there? In that dark sarcophagus?
Okay. Yeah, we haven't done anything yet.
Oh. What about?
I think there were a few questions we didn't get to at the end of last stream.
Okay, but please, only a few questions. You wouldn't want to disturb the spirits.
Oh, maybe we,
The woman looks aloof, her features much softer. Occasionally she glances at her daughter's silhouette.
Okay. Yeah, we're good. I thought we had something left, but okay. Let me really quick just take a look at this hat. Maybe we get like a cool bonus with the hat. So at the moment, can I go and look at our hat? Orange bum hat. +1 reaction speed, -1 rhetoric. I feel like rhetoric, this is kind of how we're building the character. We want to have that. So I'm gonna do that. Oh, it is a cool hat. +1 encyclopedia book smart. So we get we get a point back, I guess. Get the rhetoric point back, but we do lose a reaction speed. Now, I think I have put a point into reaction speed, so it might not be that big of a deal. I say we wear the cool hat. We'll take it. If anything, this wide-rimmed hat looks even better than the hat Dick Mullen wears. Dick Mullen is stupid and not even real. You're real. Your brain is real. Your real brain, your real brain is inside the hat. Oops, did I just switch them again? I don't want to do that. I did. Oops. Well, my real brain is having trouble doing a basic task of swapping those hats around. Okay. Beautiful. Oh, wait, hang on. What is going on over here? Visit apartment 28 sometime after 9 p.m. See if anybody's home. We have to find... Oh, this is going to be a legitimate issue here, by the way. We need to get 20 real, which is the money in this game, to be able to sleep tonight. So, let's be very careful about that. We got to make sure we get the money. Call Alice back in a day for info on the armor that was filled on Monday. I think today's Tuesday. We might be able to call her back on the armor. Okay, let's remember to do that. Doomed commercial area. Search for the malignant entity. Lives inside a chimney. And then Lena wants to know what happened to Morel. Right, okay. Close. Ooh. Math Whiz is my favorite canned spread. Let's go. Do we go in? You know what I'm gonna do? I know this is... We are going to go behind the curtain in a moment. But I think because I had already forgotten about the armor stuff, I'm gonna really quick take advantage of the daylight here and just run down and get that phoned in. I think that... Oh, what's this?
In the morning light, the white on blue police livery on the motor carriage cannot but catch your eye.
Yeah, blue is interesting. I'm not really sure what this is, but anything that's blue, it becomes like this big thing with him.
Do something important? Something murder-related? There's always something important. Doesn't mean you can't take a moment to admire this piece of machinery.
Very true.
This is a Caprice Kanema, the Caprice Motor Corps follow-up to their highly successful workhorse, Caprice 40, and the answer to the Lum's racing breed, Ferv series.
We got a little encyclopedia success. That's the Dick Mullen hat for sure.
With its air-cooled, rear-mounted 12-cylinder compression ignition engine, driving the rear wheels through a 4-speed manual gearbox, the Kanema is able to reach 100 kilometers per hour in 13.5 seconds and go on to a top speed of 180 kilometers an hour.
I mean, that's pretty good, I think. Want to roll
The
over?
high center of balance is offset by a large battery bank mounted at the bottom of the cabin, feeding all the auxiliary systems and making the Kanema effectively a mobile power plant.
This tech talk is really rubbing me the right way.
Due to a quite steep price tag, it is very unusual to see one in police livery.
That machine really puts the loco back in locomotion. Very cool. Looks impractical. Now we gotta compliment it.
Mm-hmm. You want to take a closer look?
Have we gone through this thing before? I guess not.
130.
I reckon that's a 7-liter V12 there.
Mama's serving some serious macaroni.
You lost me there. The Kinema is fast. Feels right at home on the raised motor track. Hard to find something that could overtake it.
Indie hat, you're right, yeah. It belongs at a museum.
Armel Ryu Supersonic, a racing motorbike for the road, could probably do it.
What's the infernal whining sound?
You mean the coil noise? When variable current passes through wires that make up the coils on the electrical system on this machine, it causes vibration in the wires and the cores of the coils. When the frequency of the current in the coils falls within the audible range, the resulting vibration creates the whiny sound you mentioned.
Realize I never posted on Twitter that I'm live, so. There we go. And that's a great idea. Adding that to the surprise command. I will make a note of that. I'm always looking for more ones to add to that. Exactly what I thought.
Of course.
A fine machine.
Yes. An extraordinary machine.
Holy cow, is that a 70 consecutive stream streak? Good gravy, Frozen Spade. Thank you very much. Appreciate you tuning in. Is there anything else we can talk about here?
130.
I reckon that's a 7-liter.
7.2. Supercharged.
Ooh. Lieutenant is trying to suppress a smug smile. Unsuccessful.
Saying these words brings him immense joy.
Alright, let's do it. Let's roll. Loves a car. Good for him.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Alright, so we need to use
This
the
is
radio.
57. How may I assist you?
Yeah. Serial
Yes.
number.
The armor was produced by Fairweather in their facilities in Bétancourt, sur la Clé in 42. It was part of a special order for Corps de Pharmacie, a security firm contracted to protect the interests of Oranese pharmaceutical companies in the Semenine conflict. So, it seems the armor went to Semenine. That's where the paper trail ends, though. Even the firm has proven difficult to track. Corps de Pharmacie has been renamed several times over in the years since the armor was issued.
What's it called now?
The most recently registered firm that the ICP has been able to connect to the CDP is a military contractor called Trinell. And the one before it was Downwell. I think they might be the same contractor.
Randall.
Armor like this isn't mass-produced. It would have probably been fitted. Perhaps there's a record of who signed for this particular suit of armor.
First, has the firm continued to work for pharmaceutical companies for all these name changes?
Hard to say. Their client list is rather diverse and incomplete. The only constant seems to be that the mercenaries are always deployed in third and fourth world countries.
Okay. We'll do Kim's suggestion here.
Yes, but the ICP tends to be reluctant to share private sector records. I could try to talk them into it, though.
This is a fun challenge for her, an opportunity to contribute beyond doing her job by rote. She'll gladly put in the extra effort for Team RCM.
Yeah, I appreciate your effort.
Glad to help. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have more for you then.
Okay.
57th, over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering.
Okay, we're good to go. Perfect. Okay, so we did it. So we'll call back tomorrow, maybe for more information. That is here. Armor's owner. That should help us, I guess, ID this guy a little bit more. Alright. So we did the thing that we needed to do. I'm gonna resist my temptation to go towards the body again. And it's time to go behind the curtain, people. What's behind the curtain? How do I... Oh, that's Kim. There we go. Sometimes with the controller, it's a little bit hard
of
to do
tattered
this.
curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Okay, let's hit it.
You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little cage-like trinkets, your shadow looming over it like an omen.
Escapes from Placence as she tries her best to look away, her round face buried in her hands. Here we go. Okay, not much back here. I thought this for some reason was going to be a much larger room. Okay. What do we have right here? Ghostly silhouettes of hairdryers. Okay. Hey, Rosebuster. Yeah, no Atlantis today. Unfortunately, I basically this is going to be a shorter than usual stream, I think. So, just squeezing in some disco this evening. We'll be back to Fate of Atlantis soon, though. It's painting. Welcome in. Vaguely androgynous portrait of a man. Merely looking at that unmanly haircut threatens your masculinity. Okay. I see. So that's the door with the weird things on it, I suppose. Is there anything else in here before we see the door? No?
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
Okay. Probably Tuesday, yeah. I don't know if it's on the wheel, so there's always a shot that it's going to be on Sunday. Trying to think if we have Indy on the wheel. I don't know. But yeah, probably Tuesday. Probably Tuesday. I'm trying to think if I have any other opportunities to stream. Because tomorrow I think I'm busy, and Saturday, I don't know, maybe, I guess, but probably Tuesday. So knock on the door, unlock the door with the key, break down the door. Yeah, we have a very low chance of that happening. I guess we can knock on it. What's going to happen here, right?
Only an echo. No one is there.
Okay. All right, we've knocked.
After
That's
exerting
polite.
some force, you manage to turn the key. It's eerily silent. The door slides slightly open, letting a draft of cold air into the room.
Oh, maybe you should go first, Kim. Now we're gonna do it. So we get a load screen here. Okay, Kim wants to talk to us. Let's
What
do
is
that.
this place?
Lieutenant stares at the dusty training equipment. It's the netherworld beyond the veil.
No, it's a gym. Though it looks like no one's been here in ages. I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us. Don't forget to take it out of your bag before we move on.
An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
What if there's a reason?
Yes, because it's closed. No need to look for supernatural explanations where a banal one will do. Now let's move on, shall we?
Fair enough. Okay, I like this dynamic, you know? This is a Molly Sculler, it's like an X-Files situation, what I'm getting at. We do have a flashlight. Yeah, we'll grab that. Here. Yeah, okay. Cool. We've not, sand is dripping from a punching bag. And thanks, Rosebuster. Yeah, sorry for anybody who is looking forward to the speedruns tonight. We'll be back soon. On it. Citius Fortis. The rest is worn off. Hey there. Yeah, this game rules. Welcome in. How do we say this? Poest Iveski. I think I may have butchered that. Welcome in, Poe. I did miss that note on the wall. That's okay. What is this? What are you? Shot put ball. Oh, I wonder if the shot put ball will work for the guy who I threw the ball into the water for.
A barbell lies on the floor. The color has worn off its weight plates. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. There are no collars on the barbell. This is a safety hazard. Why does it feel so familiar?
Yeah, obviously this is not going to work here. Look, Kim, it's a trap. There's no collars on this barbell.
You're right. The weight may fall off. Better not touch it then.
Rosebuster. Oh, for 9 months. Thank you very much for the resub. I appreciate that. Thank you and welcome back.
By the way, congratulations on the recent WR.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah. That was the most surprising world record I think I've ever gotten. I did not expect that to happen. that like team saves record is a funny one. Thank you very much. Should be a felony.
It would be a violation of EPIS safety regulations if the gym was still operating, but it isn't. No one's supposed to come here anymore.
Is it familiar because I'm a weightlifter?
No, it's not that. It's the stale smell of rubber, the squeaky sound of sneakers, your bruised knee against the mat, and a whistle. Then the feeling is gone.
Be like a wrestler?
It's just a memory from another life, when you were young and fit.
Okay, we got +1 because we noticed the collars. Unfortunately, yeah, 8%. I'm not gonna goof with that. We are not very physical. This character. We're in brain mode. Can we keep going? Yes, we can. Okay, this is something in here. What is this? The hallway is blocked by old window panes and debris. So allegedly, we are looking for a chimney. Ooh, creepy noise. Cool. What are you? Large demijohn full of strange liquid. Wild animals stare at you in the dark, stuffed and mounted. Poor animals, no rest for their bodies after death. Okay. What are you? Airship rotors covered in spider webs. They remind you of blades. Well, this is getting definitely weirder now. I like the shadow effects. So the noises are something. Naked mannequin torso. A strange yellow color. Alright, what's in here? Oh, money. Well, regardless of what's back here, it's probably worth it now. Only 3 more real to go. A blue velvet, soft to the touch, moth bitten. A shadow cloud welcome in. Okay. The glowing is a bit interesting, huh? But where are the clothes that it used to display? That's true. Yeah, we're seeing all this stuff here. I don't want to go too fast, I guess, because I want to make sure I'm not missing it. Okay, so we have an upstairs option here. Oh, we've got, what is this?
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes, like some ancient cave mural.
Okay. Project Dreadboard.
Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board.
Let's start with the drawings.
These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of welkins. You make out autumnal candle welkins, casting wax-based magic. Translucent welkins, with organs shining under their skin, and even ether welkins, hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space. Who are all those creatures? Fantasies of a tortured, feverish mind?
Watch this just be like some people play D&D
One of the
game in this room or
welkins,
something.
towering among the rest, appears to be different, however.
Yeah. Examine the welkin.
It's Vara Hamira, a high welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a welkin supremacist.
Clearly.
The note says, all non-welkin races will be purged.
Oh boy.
The Haldor, the Twarg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them purged. Imagine a world filled only with welkin, green welkin, dread welkin, and the high welkin to rule them all.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little welkin creatures.
Are they real? I have so many questions. Or just whisper one of them is a welkin supremacist.
Political commentary. That one has a great beard too.
Why would somebody do that?
Some people really like building a world, I think. Even if it's just for a game.
Oh my goodness, is this like a meta commentary here? We were just talking about this. Who are these creatures?
This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real.
Well, this has been education.
Just look at those details. So much effort.
And for what? All gone.
The photos.
The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones. You see primitive oil rigs built into glaciers, boreal dvorg, yurts under the snow, great mammoth-like beasts of burden. A pinned postcard reads, "The heat death scenario. A desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe."
Okay, we got a schedule here now.
This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money.
Yeah, this is like somebody making a game.
Everyone is constantly teetering on the edge of the abyss, an abyss of production. These squares look orderly, but beneath them is chaos, worry, pain. Minimi stands for a mini-meeting. It's part of a bigger framework for managing work called RUN. Station 41 tried to implement it a few years ago, but failed.
Yeah, what happened?
As time goes on,
I'm
the
hooked.
numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
Looks like they didn't make it.
The lieutenant looks at the frigid ice field of
A
nothingness.
note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details."
Okay, expect the
The
notes.
handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: "Call in, tune out," "Wirral untethered," and "Heat death of the universe."
All right. Interesting. This is not exactly what I thought would be back here, which is pretty cool. What is this? We got another panel thing
This
here.
old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker, the mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient. The whole thing resembles Kadran mosaic tiles. Very pedantic.
How am I supposed to know what that
History
looks like?
classes, students with their textbooks open, studying the roots of our civilization. Those aquarelle blue tiles looked beautiful in the sun. Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9. Some written notes, too. Sparse and cryptic.
And this is a fireplace. This is, I think, what we were looking for initially. Radio frequencies.
Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
Something medical?
You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants.
Okay, we have a radio.
They must have had massive airwidth. These things don't come cheap.
Who's the game
Someone
master?
very important, the leader of a massive on-air game built by these people. A conductor for the hundreds of story threads that pass through the Game Master's frequency.
Who's playing?
Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like. All of this is gone, left unrealized. There's no way a little basement studio working here could pull anything like this off.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became.
Cost of air with the lunch must have been huge.
Exactly. This schedule, I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
What else?
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages.
Okay. That is quite interesting. I should have remembered that that frequency. 1237 I remember was one. Like, I wonder if we can get that on our radio. Scribble across a notebook. Developers are the most advanced RPG in the universe. What's that? Oh, what's this? There's all kinds of things that I haven't clicked on.
This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
A radio computer. Just sitting here without anyone inside.
He sounds surprised and a bit cautious.
This is the Ream Civic radio computer, model RC5120, equipped with a Feld mainframe and a Ream-compatible printer.
Think I should turn it
We
on?
have one of these down at the station, but I never really learned how to use it.
Well, let's do it.
The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open.
Let's have a look.
It's empty like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected.
This is where the memory should go.
Yeah, let's try some press.
Nothing happens. Something's missing. There's no tape in the player.
Print.
Nothing happens.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, well maybe we can find something.
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
Someone tried to exorcise the curse using tech. I don't know. I guess it seems like a failed business to me.
Yes, that is the question.
What are they making?
Like he's ready to lay out a fine theory, crafted together like a puzzle box.
It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers.
Utter madness, he thinks, as a compliment.
What do you think happened to the
No
company?
idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard.
How are they
Through
planning
calling
to do it?
stations. None of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio. Then there's the game master frequency that listens in on the smaller calling stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts.
Coordinating so many games would take a whole switchboard of people, possibly divided into sub-frequencies.
Has anyone done
Not
it
to my
before?
knowledge. They make automated games in Graz, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with industry.
Not in Revachol West, among the ruins.
But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an inter-isolary game before. We just don't have the technology.
Role-playing?
Indeed, those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the WeWorld board game, with hit death thrown in.
Super cool. Someone should give them millions of real immediately. This game is too good to be left unfinished.
Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but...
Let's finish it.
It's too late for that, I'm afraid. Okay, let's keep moving.
Okay, so we have another door that goes that way. I'm gonna quickly run around here, and because I think there is something here that we wanted to take a look at. More money. Oh, we're so close now. We are so close. What's in here? Have we been in here? No, this is different. Skis with slipstream printed on the laminated top layer. Steel rotor blades bearing a slipstream logo. What are you? Production schedule. Filament. Inventory. Are we about to spend a half hour taking a look at this item? I think we are. Cube-like crisscross of filaments. Feels oddly fragile in your hand. Its intricate structure covered in dust. Silver tape on the side reads production schedule. Note, this filament contains information that can be read using a radio computer. Oh, okay. I guess we can stick it in the machine then. This is such an interesting part of the game here. Alright, we'll give that a shot. Again, we still have this room to the right that we haven't tried going up yet. So hopefully we'll get a chance to do so very soon. Oops. I don't know if I can do it like
Tiles
this.
on the cube are still smoldering. Casting the framework like a smooth draw,
There we go.
the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking.
Yeah, let's do it.
A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. Have you stirred the ghost of the doomed commercial area from its rest? Could this be its dismembered heart beginning to flutter? The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Oh.
Good morning. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
Are you alive?
Yes, I am alive. I am 74 years old and my name is Yvonne. Now please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid.
Where are you?
I work as a repeater at the East Insulindian Repeater Station. It's my job to know where you are, Fortress Accident. As for me, well, I am sitting in my cubicle, surrounded by a wall of radios.
Doesn't it get lonely, sitting there all by herself?
Lonely? Why would it get lonely? I get to talk to people all day.
That's true.
That's why she does this.
Now please tell me the reason for your call, Fortress Accident.
What's your production
The
schedule?
filament you have inserted into the reader.
The glowing
Yes.
thing?
Is that the production schedule?
Yeah.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Password. Of course it would have a password. That's why there's a human administrator involved.
Is it my birthday? I don't know the password.
Received. I will register this login attempt.
Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up sooner or later.
Fortress Accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Why did you call me this?
Fortress Accident is the company on whose name the terminal you are currently using has been registered to.
Ooh, yeah.
One moment.
Checking for this more information.
Fortress Accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says.
That's not bad.
What is this?
Any other questions?
Let's try the password
Good.
again.
Please repeat the password. No.
A hint system is not part of the protocol for repeater stations.
Is it my birthday?
Still no.
This is the police.
I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder, Fortress Accident. Without filing a warrant with Lintel, I cannot give you access to this filament.
I'm afraid we are not doing that, unless we want to wait for a month.
Now, can you please repeat the password? Received.
Don't worry.
Fortress Accident. Thank you, and goodbye.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering. Casting. The filament slides out of its glowing nest.
Okay. So, a password for this, huh? How interesting. What a weird puzzle. Is there... Yeah, it doesn't look like there's... Oops. Any sort of way I can sit here and like, kind of do anything else. There's nothing else written on it, right? I guess we just gotta keep pressing on. Alright, before I open that door, I guess we'll try over here. So we've got some sort of garage door. She's in a puddle of melting snow. Some sort of creepy chair. What is this? Postcard. La Delta Street. Okay, what the heck is that? Sunlight has made this postcard almost completely sepia-toned. Midtown traffic passes overhead. The ghosts of skyscrapers disappear into a beige midday mist. Vapor rising from the delta on which the district was built. The postcard is prepaid. La Delta 51. That's what it is. Okay, I don't know. Oh, what are you? What are you?
Yes?
Hang on, we just had a thing here. Someone live here? Maybe. We try the door here.
An iron safety curtain curves before your eyes, folded like a bellows. It covers half the room, blocking the way into a colossal industrial chimney. This must be where the entity lives.
Oh, yeah, not
What
good.
an odd thing to do. Nothing happens.
Harder.
Still nothing.
Harder.
Those curtains prove to be surprisingly sturdy. Your fist hurts now. If this is really an entrance to the chimney, then there must be a furnace somewhere as well. Maybe there's another way to get in.
Can you please try to refrain from attacking random things?
I didn't know I was gonna. I can try. Blow gently on your bruised knuckles. I want to see what's on the other side. Yeah, we gotta find the malignant entity.
Ghosts aren't real. Didn't your parents tell you that? In any case, there's no way we can get in right now. Let's investigate further.
Knock again. I would if we weren't in a little bit of a pickle with our health here. We just don't have a lot of health. Can we go any further this way? Out of curiosity, we cannot. Okay. Let's try the door back here then. Oh, what is this? We're leaving. What? I'm trying to get... There we go. The wind howls in from the coal chute above. Okay. Oh, there we go. We got money. We are over 20 people. That's beautiful. Okay.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it. It looks like this furnace has a face, and it's a face of agony.
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney.
He opens the door and gingerly peeks
No one
inside.
has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead rats.
Inside.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice, or several voices, talking to each other.
Ooh.
Near the smoke chamber, upstairs.
What are you doing?
The lieutenant asks when he sees you halfway in the furnace. Not sure, Kim, but I think I can hear someone talking
Wait,
upstairs.
really? Maybe it's coming from behind those safety curtains we saw upstairs.
Oh, well, listen to this. Who's crazy now, Kim? Smear your hands with coal. Voices I heard, maybe it's the entity. Yell hello. Physical instrument. I feel like I don't want to do that.
You're right. The rooms do look like they're connected. But malignant entities don't exist. At least not the supernatural kind.
Always has to be the skeptic, this man.
Yeah, we'll get our hands.
A lush layer of
first.
coal now covers your skin, sinking into the wrinkles. Your hands look ancient. You feel the spirit of Ramut Karzai, ancient hero of Grad. pulsing through you.
Of course we
All
do.
that's left is to cover your face in war paint. 3 dangerous stripes appear onto your cheeks, telling stories of your wild soul.
Let's go.
What are you doing? Please wipe your face clean, officer.
No, you're a proud warrior. Keep it.
Don't wipe.
These 3 stripes give you strength in this dangerous realm. It will be foolish to remove them.
We're exploring this dark place. I need the protection my war paint
And
affords.
this protects you.
It gives me confidence, and that's all that matters, Kim. This game is really good. This traditional war paint will grant me safe passage with the spirits that guard this place.
Okay, sure. Go ahead.
Stubbornly looks away from you and the furnace.
Just pointing out, this is not traditional 70s war paint. No idea where you got it.
We do have +1 for war painting our face, which is quite nice. Let's do it.
Something
Yes.
breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then,
Hello?
you've awakened the entity.
Summon the ghost of this doomed commercial area. Answer me, spirit.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the 2nd floor. I'll open it.
Okay, there we go.
You hear a low rumble upstairs. The sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
After you, officer.
Alright, I'm gonna heal. Because that seems prudent to do. The wall collapsed. It's inaccessible now. Okay, interesting. So now we've got access up to that stuff. We'll head up there in just a moment. Ice cream maker. Interesting. Well, this is a creepy looking... It's a giant bear? Question mark? Go ahead.
You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost, and the bear's eyes are glowing red. The
What's this
lieutenant doesn't answer. His eyes are glued to the animal. A sharp slice of light shines out from its mysterious belly door.
Let's open
A
the door.
gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator.
Ooh.
The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun.
Yeah, I'm freaked out too. The glowing eyes really sell this.
The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge.
Okay, what's the note?
You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
What's on
A
the
friendly
wrapper?
cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge.
What's this fridge doing here?
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge.
Lieutenant reaches for one of the wrappers. He studies it in the light. As they tried to sell ice cream here?
I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
Lieutenant points at a red snaky cable running from the
The
fridge.
fridge buzzes with energy. The electricity bill on this thing must be catastrophic.
Okay. Shut the door. That's interesting. Yeah, here's the cable. You see this cable? Running this direction. Flashlight casts a strange shadow. There's a hidden doorway here. Oh yeah, look at that. Two rusty rifles are hidden above the piping. They look inoperable. What is this place? Someone has stuck some busted guns beneath the ceiling.
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
Look, there's a hole in the wall.
There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to...
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs. Rummaging around, you find rusty rifles hidden away.
Rifles?
Are these any good?
Inspect.
Most of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest, but one catches your eye. A bolt-action model with a fine wood stock, in better cosmetic order than the others.
This one looks nice.
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way.
Okay. Interesting. A giant beer refrigerator.
Seems like an old bunker from the revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. Must be an old weapons cache.
I'll have to add that to this surprise list as well. What does this mean?
It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come in useful in the future.
He likes this find.
Okay.
A
Fascinating.
few bricks have fallen off.
Okay, that's just that. Did we pick up the rifle out of curiosity? We did. Okay, cool. Good to know. Is there anything else? Does not look like it. More ice cream stuff. Frozen ice cream maker. That's still running. Money. Yes. Oh, good. And some healing stuff. Very good.
2 cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby.
I don't know if I want to unplug any of those at this juncture, but good to know that we could. Intercom wires running into the breaker box. What is this? Insane mesh tank top. Is that an exit? It looks like an exit. Alright, before we get too deep into this, not that we haven't already, let's go upstairs and talk to this person. What does our insane tank top do, though? I think we're all wondering. +1 drama. And this would be, I guess, instead of our shirt, which is +1 conceptualization, but -1 suggestion. A real statement. +1 to drama could be fun. Wear it at your own risk. I guess we'll see. Okay. So we've been asked to go back upstairs by disembodied voice, which would be here. Okay, there is a person here. This tray is full of dice. Colorful polyhedral dice. Hundreds of them. Candy dispenser has been repurposed to contain thousands of dice. Okay, person. I guess we'll talk to them.
Hello, I'm Nia.
Novelty dice maker. A bird-like woman sits on the throne of tools, with emerald light shining through her hair.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Milius.
She taps on her headphones.
So what kind of die are you looking for?
Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps it's wise to go along with this masquerade for now. She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. What do you mean by that?
Yes, Amelia is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these.
It's the headphones on the table.
Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed. I must have missed you knocking.
That must have confused me with somebody else. I haven't knocked on your window.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
Dice.
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
I'm looking for something else. Answers.
Very good.
With it.
My rate is 10 real per set, unless you want something really unusual. Take a look around and see if there's any particular stone you want to use.
The walls around here are covered in rows of precious stones and minerals.
This person means you or no one else. Absolutely no harm. She will answer freely and honestly. No falsehoods are present. She's a novelty dice maker and doesn't have anything to hide. Ask what you need.
Okay. How'd you become a dice maker?
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition. Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there.
You like role-playing
Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
Some of those nice people have big bucks to spend on novelty items. She's thankful for the security they provide her.
Okay,
Of course. Tell me what you have in mind.
do you have any cursed dice? I guess we'll go with this one.
Ah, yes. Fortress Accident. It's too bad they never finished their game. The Wiro Untethered die is a variation of a standard role-playing die. Only, instead of plants, it uses motives of ice and death. And loss, of course. I'm thinking something made from alligator jawbone, cast in black resin. The reptile bone is as white as ice and dead as, well, death. For 7 real, I could have it ready in 8 hours. Maybe you have some other ideas for dice?
So I don't have that kind of cash right now. Looking for something to help with my
I
work.
think I have just the right one for you.
She opens the top drawer of her work desk and takes something out. 2 polyhedrons, red and blue, cradled in her palm.
Police colors.
'Cause I'm a police officer.
Not the most original, I know. But sometimes the obvious choice is obvious because it's best. Here, catch. They're a gift from me.
What?
A beautiful woman tossing you a gift. Whatever you do, don't overthink it.
-1 because I'm totally overthinking it. Yeah, we gotta try it, right?
Mr. Smooth moves. You snatch the dice out of the air with one hand, just like you're in a movie.
Wink at the dice maker.
Oh, what are the odds? The red one is made of bloodstone with a lapis lazuli inlay, and the blue one is the inverse. I believe these dice are your lucky charm, officer.
Okay. Well, we'll see what happens, I guess. This one back up here since we're just chilling. Hey, Omesta. Yeah, doing some discoing. Exploring this apparently cursed area here.
She winked back at you. Can you believe it? You truly are Mr. Smooth Moves.
We are a superstar cop.
You definitely need luck in Martinez. Was there anything else?
What do you know about the man who was lynched behind the whirling in rags?
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
Who cares about the dead body? We might be dealing with a malignant entity here.
We might be.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook, then the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, Detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window. Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard. During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
She's heard of the murder, but did not see it, sire. She's not sorry to disappoint you. Informing on someone in a murder investigation would intrude upon her focused existence.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
Kenneth the Worm. That's a very good one.
I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness.
Okay, so we know it happened in the evening?
It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
In the zone? Do you often work Sunday nights?
It's an odd profession, making dice for people. But I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
Okay, I think
She
you can
nods.
answers.
Anything else, officer?
Yeah, what is happening? What are you doing here?
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know.
She looks at the ruddy bricks that make up the walls. Even though they've been repainted, there are still signs of coal black soot here and there.
But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
True?
Plaisance was right. There's an entity living in the chimney. You should ask her about the curse.
Creative.
Yeah, I've heard about this place is cursed.
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
How do you explain what
It's
happened?
just capitalism. We only hear about tales of success, so it's often surprising to realize how many ventures actually fail.
Okay, yeah, we were sent by Plaisance.
Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow?
Uh, that's what I'm here to investigate.
Oh, right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the Whirling in rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
Hold on, the Whirling's part of the doomed commercial area?
You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East of the Commerce Central project.
Guess the malicious energies couldn't reach over
And
there.
then there is me.
She sighs, looking at her messy work table. All kinds of tools lie there, scattered from knives to carving files to wire
I've been
cutters.
here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
Maybe it's just because she's so talented that she's been able to woo the curse.
I'll be the first to admit there are many inconsistencies in this so-called curse. Yeah, let's go with the first one here.
Malignant entity? What does that even mean? Some kind of sorceress? What about you, officer? Do you think I'm the malignant entity?
Time has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of the universe are supporting you in this psychic quest.
We do have, and no one said anything yet, but we have like the stuff all over our face still right now, right? We've got like the war paint on. I think it still might be you that's causing this. Narrow your eyes very mysteriously.
So I'm the grand dragon in the cave. Might I ask what supports this claim?
Yeah, you're the one who answered.
Oh my, I've revealed myself. You better call the exorcists.
I'm a ghost
Of
whisperer
course.
myself.
How convenient. Well, if you ever find a way to explain all those inconsistencies in the curse, then let me know.
That's all she has to say on the subject. She has been thorough and truthful, as far as we can see. Plaisance needs to hear about this. Perhaps if you combine your psychic energies, you will make sense of the situation.
What happened to the other
More or
tenants?
less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
Oh, quite a lot of them spring to mind.
Must be a hair salon here?
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
It's not about the haircut, it's about the confidence.
Along with a
I
little bit
guess
experiment.
it just wasn't the time yet.
The gym.
It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemitep's boxing club, a community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
Maybe that's what Kuno needs.
Kuno? Who's Kuno?
He's sort of the king around here.
Oh yes, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth. Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard.
Hey, Summer, welcome in. Yeah, we've kind of just explored the cursed area in the back here, so that's about all you've missed, I think. Which is a chunk, but it is what it is. But yeah, this is a cool space.
I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid.
That's probably true.
A kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym, as his way of giving back.
How did it work out? We're judging from the kids I've met so far. It didn't really work, did it?
It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
Oh boy.
It's not really full of that. No one would store their drugs like that.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since.
Broken windows?
Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with this one, right? Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff milias. Who would have guessed?
What's the snuff milieu?
And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own. It's a Sub Rosa radio station that broadcasts real murders with real victims. Some people pay good money to get off on it.
Nothing changes in her tone as she says that, as if it's just another piece of information to lay out for the world.
Good gravy. I guess we got a little tie-in to KGB. Right, we do have a Bonnie treat that just came in. So why don't we punch on down to Bonnie Town here. There she is. Thank you very much, Summer, for the redemption. Here you go. Oh, that was quick. That was a pretty big piece, Bonnie. You good? Big gulp? Okay, okay. You do you. Thank you very much, Summer. The one thing I will say about this like kind of temporary camera angle that we have is that you can see Bonnie like sleeping in the background, which I appreciate. Oh, we got a big yawn as well. Big yawn. One more pet for the road. Very good. Where were we? Over here. Thank you very much for the redemption.
Don't worry, the ICP has a separate division that deals exclusively with unlicensed sub-roses. This isn't our problem.
Good luck with that. It's not easy catching those perpetrators.
Stuffed animals?
You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs. Anything else?
Of course.
There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years, until the insect rights activists came.
Yeah, I didn't know they had rights or
Yeah,
activists.
the atelier didn't know it either. They produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings. And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket. And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection.
Glad that someone could take care of the little guys. I like insects. Making clothes out of beetle wings is a terrible idea. I agree.
At least it had some spark to it. Most young designers just combine lace with leather and call it original.
Hey Archie, thanks for the good luck. Welcome.
As she shifts around, you notice several dead flies on the windowsill in front of her. Legs up. They're not moving.
Anything else?
Anything else? The rotor blades, yeah.
They were
I remember
made
seeing
by a
them.
company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money.
Oh. She rests her chin on her hand with an impish smile.
Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tiumotiri or Hashkor or wherever he is.
Why hasn't he been arrested? What are
The
the
usual,
transmissions
I
say?
imagine. That he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them just as soon as he returns.
Her smile widens before she sees the lieutenant's face behind
Men like that are a curse.
Sure, but Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47. I have no idea why those skis and blades are still lying around in the house. Not much use now, I guess.
They were just the props. Why return them? Maybe you could make a sword out of one. No, wait. Forget it. It would take too long.
Oh, that would have been cool. Where are we at? I found a strange machine.
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio.
She liked them.
They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wiro. They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules.
What
The
happened?
usual, they ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time. Well,
wrong?
I did hear them talking at times. They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
She sounds almost mocking when she says that.
Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on.
Welcome in, Cressup and Raiders. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for the raid. Hope you had a great stream. You are joining us with some Disco Elysium happening here. We are on day 2 and we're talking to this novelty dice maker about all things in this seemingly haunted building. Very nice to have you all here. Thanks again for the raid. Welcome, welcome. Very good to see y'all.
In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic, and to show up to work on time.
Talking about, more specifically, businesses that have, failed in this apparently cursed commercial space. It's a very interesting part of the game here. But yeah, we're still, looking into the murder that is driving the actual storyline. But I have a really bad habit of venturing off into the weeds, looking at other bits of the world. That's going really well. Thanks, Gressup. Yeah, can't complain. Can't complain. Hey, Electric Dragon, nice to see you. Welcome. Good to see everybody. Yeah, thanks very much for the raid. Kind of dove right into Disco Elysium today. Normally I do a little bit of speedrunning beforehand. I've been doing, what is it? Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. But yeah, we're in disco mode right now, so we gotta enjoy it. Yeah, showing up to work is incredibly hard.
And so is producing something extraordinary.
Our eyes wander to the shelves, full of die prototypes and discarded models. That's fair. That is fair, Summer. It is mostly speedrunning, but you know, sometimes you gotta take a little breather. I have we're gonna have a shorter stream today than I normally do, so I figured we'd get a chunk of this game done, because I feel like, even though I feel like I'm constantly getting further and further into this game and like getting things done, I also feel like I'm doing absolutely nothing. Like at the same time, it's just, the problem is the way that I play video games is I love looking at every single detail of every single thing. And with a game like this, it's really good for me because like there's so much to check out, but it's also maybe slightly maddening because I also feel like I'm doing, we're never actually progressing at all. I don't know, it's a very interesting balance here. That is the way to play disco. Yeah, it seems like that's the case. Every time somebody comes in here and I mention that sort of thing, everyone's like, yeah, that's the way. Just get lost in it. And it's easy to do as well.
Something strains her face before she looks up again.
Anything else?
Anything else? We gotta ask about this bear. There is this bear fridge downstairs.
Oh boy, the fabled Revo Show ICT. You're in for a treat here.
Here we go. She smiles and leans closer, hands on her knees, like a stand-up comedian ready to tell a story.
The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas.
Yeah, I mean, we gotta know.
There was really just one. And it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth. And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
Sounds like she really didn't like those girls. Sounds like she really doesn't know how to be a female ally.
Should learn how to support other women. That's an award-winning idea. Yeah, I mean, that's not a lot of... 20 cents per hour seems low to me. I don't know the economy here. I did manage to scrounge together 20 real just in the, few hours today, doing nothing. I don't know.
Oh, but they did. They did show up to work, and not alone. There were also acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the ice cream stand.
Kind of ironic for a speedrun. It's true. Yeah, that's a good point. I look at it this way, where a game like this, where I like to take my time and do it, is like... It's like turning my brain, like, from one side to the other. Like, if I had to rush through everything, I feel like I'd be so stressed out all the time. So it's, like, nice to... I don't know, it's like, It's scratching the other itch, I guess. It's interesting.
And they already had the bear.
Yeah, what about the bear?
The bear.
Okay. Didn't
Of
work
course
out.
not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To
Sure.
make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted.
It is, so I'll run down here for anybody that came over on the raid and maybe doesn't know what I'm talking about. There is a giant bear refrigerator in like the basement of this building that has like glowing red eyes. It is a bizarre situation down there.
Eventually,
so, yeah.
Ravishaw Ice City lost the price war to its rival, Glace 5000. Glace 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
Okay, yeah, that'll do it. I'm sure the bear was doing its best. The bear was scary. Every time I saw the bear, I felt scared. Like it could become alive at any moment. Yeah.
The taxidermist who made it said it was his vision beast.
Oh.
He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. He called it Megatherium.
Megatherium?
Why is everyone doing drugs in this place? Even the taxidermist?
Yeah, what's a vision
It's an
beast?
imaginary beast that guides you through life by telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
The horrific necktie tightens around your neck, strangely excited. But it doesn't feel particularly fun this time around.
Not now, you beast. So, I don't
Very
do those
good.
things.
You shouldn't do them. You're a police officer after all. Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice
skill
cream
point.
empire. Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps? I've been here for a long time.
I think we've exhausted all
Good.
that.
I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
Okay, more questions about the building. Why hasn't her business failed? 3%. This is going to be a bad check for sure, but we'll ask about the building first.
I'm
Maybe we can get
listening.
some more info. Oh, is this? Okay, that was the one we just
Good.
got out of.
I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
Yeah, well, I mean, right?
You feel nothing.
No way
If
we can get
anything,
that.
it's uncomfortably warm in here.
Start taking off your clothes. You need to connect.
Excuse me, what are you doing?
Officer!
I didn't realize that we were really going to do it. I'm trying to lower my body
And
temperature.
why would you do that?
It's a bad idea.
Undressing in a stranger's place of business? Yes, it was an
Miss, I apologize for my colleague's behavior. He's still recovering from an unusual medical episode.
For some reason, I read it and I was like, it won't actually happen like that, right? No, we did.
That doesn't really excuse it, does it?
Okay. Well, that was pretty eye-opening. I guess what we'll do now is I think we have to report this back to... is it Placence? I think that's her name. Hang on. I wanted to check one thing on the way back here. I will also show off the giant bear fridge as well, because it's kind of an interesting sight. I just wanted to check in here and see if there is anything else. This is the skiing area. Yeah, okay. Is there anything else I can do with this? It's still selectable. I'm kind of curious.
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker, the mesh spreading over the stone.
This does make me want to check one other thing. We picked up some sort of card off of the board, and I didn't bother to look at it. Oh, wait, what is this? 20-sided die have the colors of police alarm. Bloodstone for red, lapis lazuli for blue. If you roll them and squint your eyes, it looks like you're arriving on the scene and it's raining. Note, look at the map tab in journal to see which white checks have opened. Okay. Yeah, I actually haven't looked at the map yet. We did get a map. It's not that. Postcard. Okay. R. Handwritten note from the fridge. Okay, geez, I didn't realize we had this either. Let's
The
have a
note
look.
is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
Okay, so this is from that giant fridge that I was talking about.
Does it say anything interesting?
Lieutenant leans in closer to read the crumpled note over your shoulder.
This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active.
Read the note.
Someone has scribbled, S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe.
Kuno? Is that Kuno? Yes.
You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care, Suliswaf.
Okay.
Looks like someone from that radio game company upstairs. I'm a little surprised they just left their property lying here.
Okay, we should check that, I guess. The entity.
That's a plausible hypothesis.
Yeah, the
It
phone
belongs
memory.
inside a radio computer, storing its memory. It's like a tape. You listen to disco tapes, right? It's like one of your disco tapes, only for a computer.
It's like the production schedule you found. Only this one's an off-site copy.
There's gotta be Kuno,
Really?
right?
You don't have a single guess?
You mean Kuno?
Oh, I'm sure that child would love to get his hands on the filament memory. Even if he doesn't know what to do with it, he'd probably try to pawn it for speed, based on our encounter.
Yeah, I think I do know what the frozen ice cream maker
I don't know.
was.
I assume it's somewhere close to the iceberg.
Didn't you see one right next to the breaker box?
I did. Okay, cool. That wasn't what I was looking for, but that is very cool. That one was from upstairs. Postcard shot football. We have this one. There's nothing else in here, right? No. Oh. I don't want that. Do I? Probably not. Okay. That thing, like, basically killed me last time I used it. It's a long story. Here's the giant fridge. It's a little bit crazy.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red, watching over all the ice cream wrappers hidden inside its belly.
Okay, so we know that there is an ice cream freezer. There's a handful of them that we need to check out. These ones I think are as usual. This one we can interact with, which makes me think that maybe this
This
is...
orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer that appears to be frozen shut.
Alright, crank.
Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying, like stirring your childhood dreams. In the distance, you hear water dripping. It's all gone now. You'll never become a poet or an entrepreneur.
Crack on the
You
lid.
slip your fingers under the frozen lid, but the ice is too cold for you to get a good grip. A pry bar would come in handy here. No,
We have
this is going to need something else. Some kind of super pry bar. Don't even try to open it with a regular pry bar. You're just wasting your time.
Okay.
If you want to try again, then you need to have the pry bar in your hand, detective.
Equip the pry bar by going to the Tools tab in your inventory.
Yeah. Okay. So there's one other thing that we can try here that I wonder if it'll work. We don't have to use the pry bar.
2 cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one, something
Black.
close to you, dies with a soft electric purr.
Why did you do that?
It's Well, because it's the one that goes to the freezer, I think.
The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything. The electric distribution board now has one cable missing.
Okay, so I think that turned this off. Try it.
This orange machine, you slip your fingers under the frozen... No. If you want to...
Back to this
Equip the
again.
pry bar.
I guess maybe we have to wait for time to go by. The interesting part of this game is that, like, you really can do anything that you want, and you really don't know what's going to happen next. I wonder what Kim will say if I turn off the fridge.
Only the red cable is plugged into an electric sizzle. The room is slightly quieter now.
So this should be off now. Yeah, the light is off. You see that?
The bear's eyes are dead and empty. Ice inside the fridge slowly melting. The power has been cut off.
Doesn't seem like there's anything there. We tried.
This orange
turning
machine,
it now.
turning the crank, feels odd. It's all gone now. You'll never become a... Turning the crank, it's all gone now.
Okay. All right. Let's crack it open. We have a pry bar here, which we can get added there. I guess we just
This
do this.
orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
Pry bar is not strong enough. Minus 20. Okay, so yeah, that's not happening, unfortunately. So let's put the pry bar away. I wonder if this is a time thing. I've turned the power off in the interest of basically trying to have like the thing melt, and at some point we can just open it because it's frozen shut. We certainly do not have the physical instrument points to make that thing work, so yeah. I wonder if there's anything new in here since we're just passing through. Now that
Your
we know all
flashlight
the
slides over an old green chalkboard
backstory
covered
here.
in... Some of the writing has faded with age.
Okay. Worth a check. Let's go back. This is a very neat kind of like series of rooms because it is obviously like it's set up to be very creepy. And then it turns out that it's just not that creepy in the end, I suppose. Alright. We can probably put the flashlight away. Although we keep it out for dramatic effect, I suppose. I don't know if there's a battery to contend with there, but...
You're alive and well. Don't keep me waiting now. What's in there? In that dark sarcophagus?
The dark sarcophagus. Pause dramatically.
Yes, yes. How was it?
Tell her how ghastly it was. You know it's what she wants to hear.
Honestly, it was a dump.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Oh, such
play it up a
horrors
little
that have
bit.
been thrust upon us. But what else did you find? Did anything survive? No, of course not. Have you located the entity?
I talked to the entity you told me about. Her name is Nia, and she's a novelty dice
A
maker.
novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep.
Felt her aura. She's not the one to blame.
I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse?
The narrative she's built herself, it does need tearing down.
Mm-hmm.
She's squeezing on the pendant too tight. A drop of blood in her palm. Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. The uncertainty is killing her. To hell with it. Perchance you ought to just lie, sire.
Okay, what are our options here? There is no curse because there's too many inconsistencies. She said it's just capitalism. We could lie and say the source is the taxidermist shop. Became involved with in arts darker than taxidermy and brought void spirits down upon this place. I don't have an answer yet. There are stale leads to be followed. There's another entity more malignant pulling the strings in our ways. Perhaps in my travels I'll cross paths with it. Yeah, drugs. Part of me wants to do this because it's just kind of hamming it up, and I think that's kind of fun. But yeah, it does seem like capitalism is probably the problem here, isn't it?
Wait, what? The entire economic system is cursed?
This is a lot for her to pass.
Afraid that only World Revolution can help you. What I meant was I found the source of doom. Forget about the economy thing. Need to get used to the chaos. I mean, it does just seem like there were some insane people who were living here with bad business ideas, right? That's kind of what was going down.
You found a way to fix our entire economic system? Or are you talking about the building?
Yeah, it's gone.
What does that mean? Are you certain? Oh, but who am I to question your methods?
There we go.
All that matters is that the energies are retreating. I can already feel the curse lifting. It will be a long time until we're fully free of it, of course. But still.
There you go.
Thank you, officer. Truly, you brought a better psycho-emanation to this humble bookstore, and that's no small achievement.
She so badly wants this to be over. She would have believed anything.
It's true.
It will only last a day or two, a week tops. Then her mood will sour and she will feel the curse again.
All right then. All's well that ends well. Should we return to our ordinary lives?
I suppose so, Kim. I suppose so. Anything you have to say about my amazing
Hi,
achievement?
Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
No. Okay. Let us... Oh no, that's talking to Kim. I just want to use the door, please. Thank you. A few more questions, actually. Well, we solved that mystery. Unfortunately, we still have quite a bit left here. It's 12:30 on day 2. We still have this body here. And Kuno is still here.
Does Kuno care?
Let's talk about your shack
The
again.
fuck do you want with it?
What's with the pig head?
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
Demo tape. Alright. Like some kind of musician.
Yeah, Kuno plays on snuff radio, fucks pigs, live, fucks their heads off. Kuno's a cop killer.
Oh. Boy, Kuno's always up to something. What is this guy doing here? Is that my coat up there?
Is it? You got pretty fucked. Kuno's surprised you've still got your head after all that.
After all
Don't
what?
sweat it, drunk pig. Kuno will keep your nasty secrets. Kuno's not snitching.
He's saying you climbed up there. He probably saw you do it. Yet, that conclusively explains how the coat got up there.
Okay, we got the coat up there. I can't get the coat, but it's up there. You know anything about your powder residue?
That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam! Kuno rides the fucking lightning in there, pig.
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old, but you could have that sparkle in your eyes.
What's the
It's
tube?
a vitamin, pig. Don't you know anything?
You could use some.
The magnesium,
Yeah,
right?
it's the mag. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through like a tube a day, rips mag like a motherfucker, and you could use a bottle.
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno! He's gonna use it against you, Kuno!
I rock it all the time.
You're not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything. Like you stayed home playing with your choo-choo.
Fuck you, pig! Don't do mag! You're gonna OD and you're gonna fucking die!
Jeez. Yeah, I've heard enough of that.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom.
Oh, we got plus 1 point for talking about the kingdom. The body. Let's talk
The
body.
fuck about it.
The rest of his armor. Where's
Kuno
that?
doesn't give a shit about the armor.
Oh, why?
Kuno's fuck gimp's got one big thing wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant.
A mutant?
Look at him. Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away.
What do you mean threw it away?
Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big.
He performs a kickoff on the imaginary helmet.
Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno.
Threw it in the sea?
Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk. You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gate.
What do you mean?
Yeah, cock and boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit. Came around pretending like he cares about cows. So yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor. Go to the gate. Ask him yourself.
Curious, my liege. Why did Kuno feed you this information?
Yeah, Kuno's doing charity today. Kuno Day. Kuno feels sorry for you two loser pigs. Kuno's doing pity now.
Still, seems suspicious. He may have it in for that guy. Or you may be paranoid. That is also a possibility, sire.
Contusions.
Fuck are you talking about? What is this contusion shit?
He says you're stupid, Kuno! They want to make you stupid again!
That is what I'm saying. You're stupid. Hate words too.
Words are fucking shit. Make you stupid. Kuno's got his own words now. Kuno words.
Has Kuno been to some kind of school? Probably a school for children with behavioral difficulties.
I have that too.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to relate to you!
Kuno doesn't give a shit about your handicap. Get a wheelchair or something. Kuno doesn't care.
It's tough to tell, but he actually does. A little. He tilts his head to the right, reassessing you in the light of your badass learning disability.
Yeah, more on
You're
this later.
testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost!
Is there anything else about the crime scene
Yeah.
we can go for?
The kingdom of Kuno. The fuck do you want with it? Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
We could try doing this again.
You were too pushy last time.
Yeah.
Think this through. Try to really understand the psychological bond Kuno has with Kuno S.
So what's the deal?
Just look.
What's the
While
deal
Kuno
with
has no
Kuno
problem
S?
being near you, she always hides behind the fence, afraid for her life. Like she's done something very bad. She came up with that psychopathic scheme of screaming for help before. Kuno just wanted to talk to you about his name. Kuno S was the one who wound him up and directed him. Also, Kuno hasn't stopped talking to you, even enjoys it from time to time. When you talk to the other one, it's like talking to a cornered animal. She only hisses and says murder was the case that they gave her. All in all, Kuno respects madness. You cannot hope to outdo her on that front. You must win yourself a few minutes with him alone.
Ow.
Kuno S is by far the worst of the two.
Yeah.
Kuno has no problem being near you, but
So
she came up with that psychopathic scheme of screaming for help before. Kuno just wanted to talk to you about. Also, Kuno,
so
all
we're
in all,
a big circle.
Kuno respects madness.
Okay.
Fuck you whispering about?
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But watch what happens.
We've got our cool hat on and our new t-shirt, so maybe we're gonna get some respect here.
Fuck you whispering about!
Not from her.
She puts extra stress onto that word, expecting it will make you uncomfortable.
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up. Don't make Kuno look bad in this.
It must be the second one because I think these other ones look like we've selected it. So let's go on 2.
Crazy? You don't know the half of it. She's not crazy. She's insane. Dangerous. She's smoked a man. She's done people in. Probably even pigs.
Stop talking to him! Kuno, I'm fucking warning you! You're gonna get us into shit!
She understands what you're trying to do.
Yo, see? Did Kuno not tell ya? Kuno told ya. Kuno talks to whoever he wants. Talk, pig. Kuno's got it under control.
You did it. They're separated. He's even turned his back to her so she can't read his lips.
Okay, I think we've done part of this before. Let's see. You mean she smoked someone?
Kuno means she killed someone. That's right. She's a killer. Like, actually a killer.
He's meant everything he said before, but right now, he not only means it, he is sincere.
Isn't she too small to overpower
Are you
someone?
getting this? You think I'm fucking telling you a joke here? How hard do you think it is to kill a fat ass? Sweet talk him, then knife him. She's probably killed a pig too. I mean, I'm pretty sure she has.
How many cops has she killed?
Forget Kuno said that. Kuno was just shitting. Kuno was just running his mouth. Kuno's stupid like that.
Feels eyes in the back of his head and
A
stuff.
cop would be too large for her to overpower, but a determined child of her size can still kill the vulnerable, the elderly, the homeless, or other children. The creature peers at you both from over the fence. There is something searching in her eyes.
Do you think it's possible that she killed other children?
Kuno falls silent. He does not look at you when he replies.
Kuno, there, that's it. That's what Kuno is starting to think, yeah.
Oh boy, oh boy. Think she has something to do with this guy?
Yeah, she would have liked to fuck him up, but she didn't. Kuno wasn't around, and C was with Kuno.
Where were you?
Look, Kuno's gonna put you at ease. We didn't do it.
He speaks the truth, my liege.
You said, she's insane.
Yeah, she's psycho. None of that kiddie psycho. Cat burning shit. She does the real deal.
What's the real deal?
Snuff radio shit. Believe me, pig, you don't want to know.
And he doesn't even want to
Keeps
think
coming
about
up.
it. This isn't just another boast.
Okay.
Fuck knows. She says it's the song of her people or some shit. Crazy people. The fucking Nakis. I don't know.
Sounds boreal, like something from the tundra and tiger-covered Cutler, Isola. Far, far away from here. As far as possible, really.
They have red-haired people?
You mean evil little red-haired people like her? Yes, they do. The Suruese have that ginger gene.
Right.
Surois? Like that man from Shellamdall shit?
Oh.
She could be. She could be that Yamdol shit.
The books, of course.
Revelshot does have a small Suarese community, or she climbed into a yakberry crate and was shipped over accidentally.
Okay, is she your sister?
Fuck no, she's not my sister. She's just a stray who got in, like a mad dog or some shit. Yeah, she was just there.
He points at the apartment building behind the fence.
What was that, Kuno?
The little one twists her neck, looking at the building.
She was in the hallway, dripping wet, by the fucking shoe rack, in the dark.
Was she dripping wet?
Kuno's got no fucking idea. Her hair was all wet. I think she pissed on the floor too. She was there for 3 days, in the corner, every time Kuno went out.
Said she got in, how?
I don't know. Someone left the door open. Kuno comes home and she's sleeping under the desk, under the pile of clothes, like a dog.
Alright, this is the thing where he's like, you can't beat up my dad.
Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit. Doesn't even see her there, or thinks it's fucking Kuno. Shit's all on Kuno.
Kuno S, two of a kind.
So why is she called Kuno S?
Cause she fucking looks like Kuno.
You don't know her name?
No one knows her name. Kuno told you, this shit was Psycho Killer.
Okay, how are you dealing with it, pal?
How's Kuno dealing? Kuno's dealing just fine. He doesn't need you fucking with any of it. C doesn't either. Kuno's got this shit under control.
She needs professional help.
Listen! C is Kuno's go-to. Kuno's protecting her. You fuck with C. You fuck with Kuno. You threaten her. You threaten to take her away.
This is what it all comes down to. He needs you to take him seriously now.
I'm going to kill you. I'll run when you put the cuffs on her. Sneak up on you later and fuck you up. You understand?
You can respect that.
Alright. Now we can do business.
Yeah, okay. Business.
Yeah? What do you want? Kuno can hook you up with...
Oh, don't hook him up with shit, Kuno.
See? Relax. He respects the Kuno. Kuno made him respect the Kuno. You respect the Kuno, you get all kinds of shit. Kuno's gonna get you hooked on illegal narcotics if you run a little errand for the Kuno. Get you hooked, pig. Get his hook in you. Then Kuno gonna get you hooking for more. Cash in big style. Pig hooker. See, it's tension and release with Kuno. Now we releasing. The pant buying shit, that's on now too. 90% discount for Kuno's pig. Kuno can flex. Kuno flexes for hobos. Kuno sees you're in need.
Okay. Right, so we can now pick up the pants at a discount, it looks like. That's good. 15 is still too steep. There's about 1 million things I want to purchase right now. But we really don't the money, right?
Kuno gets it from his dad. Kuno and his dad are major suppliers. That's where Kuno gets his lightning on. Problem is, Kuno and his dad had a little falling out. Now junkies clawing at Kuno's door. Streets going mad. Kuno's got to throw his dirty popo man at it.
Okay.
Dirty popo man is you. In there is Kuno's violent dad on steroids. Kuno's dad does steroids and speed. If you can take him, you can have half of the speed. Kuno's dad is a fucking monster. He's the most violent man in Revachol. He doesn't give a shit about a single thing. He drinks too.
This character is like one of the most interesting in this game. I keep going back to talk to Kuno over and over.
Are you sure you can take on the most violent man in Revachol? In your condition?
Definitely not.
Okay, Kuno's listening.
Because once again, we are not built to fight anybody. We're built to talk our way out of issues. You know, we've got the Guybrush Threepwood build happening here. Going in there for justice. Lie. You need the speed. So I don't know, and in fact, let me do, can I save? I can not save, I cannot save. I was gonna say, I wonder if I could save, because one thing I would say is I'm going in there for justice, just to see what he says, but I also don't know if immediately I go in there and I have to do something, because I really shouldn't go in there. I'm not going in.
Kuno sees you're too pussy to face Kuno's dad. It's okay. Come back when your balls are big time.
Well, when that happens...
Another sane decision, Detective.
I'm off.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Good to see you as well, Kuno. Alright. Great work, people. What time is it? It's getting pretty late here. So I may call it here. This has been a very lucrative session here. We've done quite a bit, and in fact, let me before we sign off, let me have a quick look. We do have a level up to keep in mind. But I wanted to take a look. Oh, we do. We finally have a map. Oh, this is so nice. So we haven't been to a number of things yet, which is not surprising, but are there any easier checks that we haven't done yet? There's a padlock door. Conceptualization impossible, very good. The measure head thing is interesting. Like if you go and you like subscribe to the way he thinks or whatever, you can maybe pass that check, but I don't know. Interesting. I haven't seen the map because we just only got it. So that's for tomorrow. Where's the rest of the armor? Go to the harbor gates. Okay. Yeah, we've got some stuff to do for next time.